So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back to Pokemon Violet after a day of our 100 subscriber special, the playthrough of Stubbs the Zombie. Make sure to check that out if you haven't. So far, the playthrough's been going good. It is, in fact, funny. It does, in fact, have a little bit of challenge to it, and it's bugged as fuck. I went through a whole mission by a bug. Like a whole little dance battle we had, bugged through it. It was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. But now we're back on Pokemon Violet. For a reminder for anyone tuning in new or you don't remember, top left numbers. First one is our total deaths display, like this session. The next one in parentheses is total deaths throughout the playthrough. The one after that with the TW is our total team wipes this whole playthrough. Every death is 5 push-ups, and every team wipe is 10 push-ups. We have not hit any new goals yet. We're steadily climbing though. We've gotten 2 new followers over on Twitch, so we're at 24 out of 25. We're almost there. And on YouTube, we've been getting 1 a day, which is our goal, and we're at 120 out of 125. So make sure to follow all the social media Somehow Cookies if you want to reach us, help us reach those goals, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So I decided today that we're going to do 40 minutes of school. That way we can actually fucking catch up on everything. So we're going to do 40 minutes of school, and along with the 40 minutes of school, then we're going to go ahead and do the last 2 gym battles, I think they are, and then try to reach the last Titan today. That is the goal. And we're going to be streaming for 2 hours today. So we're going to try to breeze through all of this. So, sad to say, this first episode, the 40 minutes, is going to be all school. I'm very sorry. All schools is our last class, but don't let those energy levels drop. Ooh, last class. So 6 is the last one, and 7 the final. Let's see what we got. You've shown that you have more than enough knowledge to be super strong battlers. I don't know that I have much left to teach you, but we can always aim for even greater heights. Yes, we can. So today I'm going to teach you about the rules of link battles. Ooh! When 2 trainers participate in link battles together, they engage in either single battles or double battles with each other. And if you're playing in a group of 4, you can all battle each other in multi-battle. Really? Wait, for real? You can have a 4-way battle? That sounds dope! Now, when you're having battles during your independent study, you can use whatever number of Pokemon you like, and they can be any level, but in link battles, there are special rules to keep in mind. I always get confused by this. I know they get, like, scaled down to 50, but I don't know if they keep their power from getting to 100. Because people level them to 100 always, right? So I don't know. Some of these special rules involve adjusting Pokemon's levels, yes. Now, the no restrictions rule sets all Pokemon stay at their current level. It lets trainers do multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiples of the same item held, too. But if you choose the normal rules, all Pokemon will be set to level 50 on your battle, regardless of what level they actually are. This even includes lower level Pokemon. They'll get a power boost to participate. Normal rules let you use multiple of the same Pokemon species and the same items held too. The great part about the rule set is that it lets any of the Pokemon participate. All they have to do is learn some good moves. Struggle. Lastly, the rule set called Flat Rules mostly affects Pokemon over level 50, such Pokemon will be set to level 50 for the duration of the battle. The Flat Rule set is one of the most often used for official tournaments. This rule set does not allow trainers to use multiple Pokemon of the same species or multiple of the same item held. Alright, here's a question for you. Which rule set would you pick if you want to use a lower level Pokemon to keep its level low? Flat puts it to 50 though. No, flat is official rules, so it's whatever it is. Oh, thank God. That's the one, new kid. Looks like you've been listening to the lesson. I don't know. I'm struggling. If you got some clever strategy that you need to use a level 5 Pokemon for, your best bet is to choose the flat rule set. Of course, you can also choose no restrictions if you want to battle with any Pokemon you want, at any level and with any item held. That's a pretty good rule set for when you want to battle freely with friends. In conclusion, normal rules adjust all Pokemon level 50, flat rules that you use your lower level Pokemon at their actual levels. I hope you'll be able to use these tips for some exciting battles with your friends. Oh man, I was just about to suggest we do some hands-on practice to really drive the point home, but I guess we're truly out of time. Next class will be our final exam. Aim for a perfect score. All soup. All soup. Yes. I'm gonna do all our finals right here, right now. We're also going to try to explore the school because we can up our bonds with all the teachers and stuff. I didn't know about that until our last school session. Miss Dendra, class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Yes. Yes. Let's see what we got here. It's finally game day. Today's our final exam. Time to put your game faces and do a battle with the test sheets. Which cheer boosts attack, special attack for all allies in entire raid? I don't know. I've never done one. Go all out, go all in. Go all in, I would say. What do we call the battles that Pokemon sent out with the R button on their own? Auto battles. How should you obtain LP? Stick on gyms, exchange materials, hack the system, exchange materials. High level Pokemon are adjusted to what level when using flat rules? 50. When using normal rules in link battles, you can use multiple Pokemon of the same species and multiple normal. Yeah, because it's not flat rules, right? Yeah, it's not flat rules, so true. Time's up, put your pencils down. So give me your roll. I'm sure you all got perfect scores. Y'all did so well in my class. If you pass this test, you'll officially be Battle Masters. Now go ask your surely stellar scores at the front desk, you little rascal. Here we go. I feel like we got a 3 out of 5, no cap. I got confused on the flat or the normal one. Feels great to get a test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's take a look at your results. You must get 3 questions correct and pass the midterms and 4 for the final. That's how you did. 4 or 5! Oh my god. That's a passing score. There we go. Ms. Dendra has to give you a reward for passing the exam. 5 medium candies. Yes. More levels. Cool. So Ms. Dendra's done. Let's do math. I think that's Miss Time, right? Yeah, Miss Time. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. I won't. Promise. Hello everyone, I hope you can have fun today in our last class together. Last time we learned about probability using more accuracy is important. Probability is quite an interesting subject. Did you know that there's a class of 40 students, there are a 90% chance 2 of them will have the same birthday? I learned about this in one of my classes. No, it wasn't even a class. It was a student council. It was like being not a student council member. What do you call those? They're like the student making sure that you're okay in recess. They tried to recruit me for it, so I had to go to a recruitment meeting. Like, it was mandatory because they chose me. And we learned about this, like what is the probability that, 30 people in the same room have the same birthday or something. And it bewildered me. It didn't make sense to me. This is true even despite the fact that there are over 300 days in the year. Let's move on to today's topic before we get swept along with probability again. I've been teaching you all how to calculate damage in class using examples like type matchups, critical hits, stat boosts, and the like. All these variables are multiplied together to calculate damage dealt to an opponent. However, did you know that there's an even simpler way to increase the damage of your Pokemon's moves? The X stats? All you have to do is have your Pokemon use a move it shares the type with. Oh, yeah. If a rock type uses the rock type move Stone Edge, the base power of 100 is multiplied by 1.5 to become 150. Really? Okay, I didn't know it was that strong. What if they have the passive? Because isn't there ups fire type moves in a pinch, right? I think like Charmander or Charizard, I think, might have that one. Does that make it even stronger? Ground and Rock may seem like similar types, but if Ground type uses Stone Edge, just moves power will remain at 100. Super effective moves and critical hits also add multipliers on this little numerical increase, so it most certainly must not be taken lightly. Let me ask you a question to see if you understand what I'm talking about here. Say you have a move with a power of 100. If a Pokemon that shares that type with the same move uses it and hits an opponent that is weak to the type, what happens if the move becomes 200? Yeah, it becomes 200. Oh, and I guess it was 300? First using a move that shares the type with 100, 1.5, yeah, it's 150, and then, double, so it's 3, because it's doubled from PEMDAS. Did I not learn? The original power of the move ends up being tripled, isn't that amazing? What's more is Pokemon terrestrializes and uses Terra-type matchups one of its original types, and the bonus gets, for using the move of the same type increases to 1.5 to 2. Oh my god. Of course, being able to use a lot of moves of different types is great as well. That's one way you can surprise your opponent. Yep, coverage. In the end, your own innate characteristics are what really let you shine the most. Bear in mind this is true for both humans and Pokemon. It sure would make me happy if you could take these words to heart, but I suppose I should really have shared this basic advice with you for the first lesson. My apologies. And just like that, class is over. The last of our time together flew by in a blink of an eye. It was so much fun to be able to teach you all eager students about numbers. Next class will be our fun final exam. Be sure to review the material well for preparation. No final exam is fun. I guarantee you, not a single one, bro. I've never been happy to take a final. I've been like confident. I've never been happy. Good evening, Master Cookies. What class would you like to take? Math final. I'd like to take final in this time, yes. As a breeze through this, I feel like this one's going to be a little bit easier for us, hopefully, right? Hopefully we don't just flat out fail after saying that. It'd be ridiculous. Alright everyone, it's time to begin our final exam. I'm sure the fun experiences you all had in my class will serve you well for answers. How many great balls can you purchase with 3,000 if each one costs 600? Well, 5. Okay, you don't get any bonuses, just 5. And a water type move with the power of 100 lands a critical hit on a grass type Pokemon. What will the power be? Wait, what? What will that move's power be? Oh, okay, so we got a resistance, but it's a critical hit. It's just gonna be 100, because they cancel out. Under normal conditions, what % chance does Stone Edge have to land a critical hit? I believe they said it's 12. A normal critical hit is 4, and then it's triple for Stone Edge and something else. And when Pokemon uses Swords Dance twice to boost its attack stat by 4 stages, how much damage will its next physical attack do? Triple? Because it's 200%. But then your original 100%, so 3, it tripled. If a rock-type Pokemon whose Terra type is Rock Terrestrialized, what will be the power if its rock-type moves be multiplied by? 2. She said 2. Alright everyone, time's up. Put your hands on your laps now. I thought she said put your hands on my laps. I was like, wait a second, what's going on? I had to reread that super quick in my brain. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Mrs. Time. Alright, I want to get... Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to fail. This time asks us to give you the reward for anyone who passed. Medium candies. Less. Yes. Alright, now let's do home ec. I'd like to do home ec with Mr. Saguaro. Yes. Tardy. Alright, so we've been doing this for 13 minutes now. Okay, we're making good pace. We can get all these midterms or finals out of the way, then we can focus on Jack and then maybe another class. Put away your phones, time to begin our class. Home economics is the study of life's necessities, but looking back on our time together, I realized that I focused mostly entirely on food. I hope it's not that late to shift the discussion to clothing and other necessity in our class. As I'm sure you're aware, the Academy has air freedom about it. We provide uniform for each student to accommodate the diverse climate in Paldea. However, students are free to wear whichever style they wish, whenever they please. You should all have received 4 sets of tops and bottoms, 1 for spring, summer, fall, and winter, when the Academy accepted you. If by chance you were not aware of this, you may wish to pursue your wardrobe. As long as you wear our school uniform, the rest of our ensemble need not to be school issued. This includes your bag and your hat. If you choose to wear one, you are even free to change the style of your hair however you wish. Mr. Salvatore's style, for example, would almost certainly have been against school rules when I was a boy. Who's Salvatore? I don't think I've seen him, huh? That reminds me. There is one more thing you all like to decorate, which I must say I find quite charming. Our Rotom phones. Yeah, Rotom. Perfectly correct. The adorable little thing I was speaking of. Oh, it interests me so. I must admit that I'm fascinated by Rotom phones and how to customize them. What's that? How very intriguing. So there's a shop called Delibird Presents where you can purchase cases for your Rotom phones. I thank you for the useful bit of information. I shall have to go myself first thing tomorrow for an adorable case of my own liking. Forgive me, I've gotten a little carried away with the small talk. This class is known as Home Economics News, and I offer these final words to you who have been homing everyday life skills with me. My field of study is not so decisive as the likes of mathematics, for instance, where test scores might play a part in deciding your future. However, as you go on to cook for yourselves to take care of your Pokemon and decide what to wear in the morning when you awaken, I would be honored if what I taught you serves to smoothen out and enrich your lives, even if only a little. This sentiment was imparted by me by Mr. Hassel's particular outlook on such matters. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for seeing our class to the end. Our time together has come to a close for today. Prepare for your next final exam. Alright, let's go. This is it. Home ec. What have I learned? Probably nothing. Home ec final. I like the little Gengar, bro. Little Gengar looks cool. Looks like a good little helper, doesn't he? He can reach the nicest book at the very top by using the ladder. Or floating up there. I mean, he is a ghost. The time has come to test how well you've learned in my class. Let's begin before the information simmering in your brains from the last minute cram fades. That'd really be how it is, Which of the following meal powders makes it easier to catch shiny Pokemon? Sparkling power. Which of the following is not an effect of an egg power? It makes eggs hatch faster, it helps hatch strong Pokemon, it makes eggs easier to find. I don't know these. I've never made sandwiches. What is a simple yet important tactic for increasing the effectiveness of meal power? Food. What is correct action to take when your adorable Pokemon becomes dirty? Pokemon wash. This is a question about Academy rules. Should you change your uniform tops and bottoms to properly match each season? It doesn't matter. The time for answering questions has come to an end. Please stop writing. I made the question a little easier than I planned to, as far as I'm saying thank you for information on me about Rotom phone cases. I trust that you all gave this exam everything you had so that you will not have to retake it. Please remember to ask for your scores at the front desk after leaving for the day. Okay, hopefully we passed. I don't know, I was kind of iffy on those first two questions. Feels great to get the test out of the way. Let's see my results. 5 out of 5. Okay, we did it. Even with the ones we didn't really know. 5 medium candies. Again. So I'm finna level up somebody if I start getting under. And plus I have my lucky egg. History, and then we can do biology, and then we can choose art or whatever the other one was. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. I want to finish Jock by 30 minutes into the stream. That way we have 10 minutes to explore and talk to all the side characters like Miriam, who we can't talk to anywhere else. Greetings my little students, whatever you did yesterday is a part of history. I'd like to unravel the marvels of history has presented to us one last time. In our last class I taught you about Area Zero expedition and 200 years ago, correct? Alas, 200 years is not that long ago at all. That's how I feel. Like, it doesn't feel like in the grand scheme of things, it's not that long, but it is to us, you know, because we only live so long. How unfortunate that our history lessons must march so inexorably toward the future. Would it not be more of an adventure to march toward the past instead, to start from our present day and study history in reverse? That might be hard to follow. Indeed, it may be difficult to understand the flow of events, how one thing leads to another, if we were to trace history in reverse. I suppose I have no choice but to let the flow of time carry us something. Let's see, to carry us toward the future, that's what it said. In the last class of ours, I shall fill your minds with the history of the terrestrial phenomenon. The technology behind the Terra Orbs has its origins in Area Zero. Here we go. Even after the Area Zero expedition supposedly reached the crater's deepest depths, others continued to explore that area. And around 140 years ago, Pokemon cloaked in a mysterious light were discovered there. As you may have already guessed, they were in fact terrestrialized Pokemon. However, when those who discovered these Pokemon brought them out of the Area Zero, the light faded and the terrestrial phenomenon remained a mystery for quite some time. Oh. However, 10 years ago, that might as well be present day. A certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. I mean, just think about 10 years ago today, right? We're in 2023 right now. 2013, bro. There was no Starlink. You know, there was no... Google Fiber was probably barely starting. That high brand internet stuff. 20 years ago, flip phones were a thing. Email was the rave of how to communicate, you know? By present day, a certain someone you have definitely heard of unraveled this mystery. Aha, perfect timing to make eye contact, Cookies. What is the name of the famous professor who unraveled the terrestrial phenomenon? I don't know. Turo, I guess. Correct to think of that you, a new transfer student to our academy, could correctly answer this question. You must have very diligent in your studies. Approximately 10 years ago, a professor named Turo unraveled the mystery of terrestrial phenomenon. He discovered that the shining crystals down in Area Zero, or rather the energy they emit, is what caused Pokemon to terrestrialize. This led the professor to invent Terra Orb technology and to develop a practical use for it. This technology was then shared with both the Pokemon League and our Academy. Rumor has it that Director Clavel was one of the researchers on the professor's team. Alas, the story is much less exciting now that someone we all know appears in it. Modern history truly is dull, isn't it? Thus ends my history classes. Our next session will be our final exam. Let's do it. Let's get rid of this. Interested in any classes? Yes, good evening, Master Cookies. Let's do the history final, then we'll head on to Jock. Let's ride for it. Guess we'll begin soon, don't be tardy. Come on, come on. I've actually liked Miss Ryford's classes. Expunge the lore a little bit, you know? Reading, little students, or time for final examination. Summon your historical knowledge from the dark recesses of your mind and answer the questions. What is the area with the Great Crater of Paldea called? Area Zero. How many years ago was it the Academy was founded? 805, I believe. Which of these did not appear in the Paldean fairy tale about the four treasures? A folding fan, a set of beads. Fuck. Tablets, yes. I think it was a vessel, tablets, beads, not a folding fan. Which Area Zero Expedition member wrote the record of team's activities? It was Heath. How many years ago did Professor Turo invent the Terra Orbs? Fuck. 10 years, I think she said? I think she said 10 years. Your time is up, put your writing utensils down. You must excuse the last question. It's too shallow and ridiculous to be on the history test. Was it? But alas, the director forced me to include it. I don't know about that one. I think I'm gonna fucked up on that one. Alright. It feels great to get the test out of the way, doesn't it? Let's look at our results. See what you did. 5 out of 5. Okay, we didn't fuck up at all. Nice. That's a passing score. Congratulations. And we get the medium candies. Alright, we're at 22 minutes. So I want to try to finish Jock by 30 if I can. Class will begin soon. Don't be tardy. Try to get through Jock as fast as possible, man. Ding ding. Those science tables, though. Hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. I seem to remember teaching you about the eggs in our last class together. On that note, is everyone using their Pokedex? It registers Pokemon born from eggs as well as those encountered via other methods, so don't worry about that. And just so you know, I'm the one who developed the Pokedex app. It was way before I started teaching here at the Academy, though. Back then, I was a researcher. In fact, Director Clavel wasn't working in education at the time either. He was researching alongside me at the same facility. We got to research Pokemon together day in, day out. Those sure were fun times. I got yelled at all the time, though. Wait a second, how did I get into this? Pretty sure I was talking about the Pokedex. Anyway, today I'd like to teach you about catching Pokemon. As you all know, a great way to catch a Pokemon is to first lower its HP. But there's another way to up your chances, status. Yeah, status condition. Wow, that's great, Cookies. The correct technique for making Pokemon easier to catch is to inflict them with status condition. Sleep in an easily effective status condition. It makes Pokemon drastically easier to catch. If you have a Pokemon that can use moves that puts opponents to sleep, like Sleep Powder or Hypnosis, filling up your Pokedex will be a cinch. There are other ways to improve your catch rate as well, like using Pokeballs specifically designed to be effective against certain Pokemon. Eating food that gives you catching power works too, or sneaking up on a Pokemon from behind to catch them by surprise when you start a battle. If you're having trouble, you may want to make the rounds of the gyms to get gym badges. Can you actually do that? Like just off rip? Like throw the Pokemon ball behind them and it's a catch attempt? Earning gym badges will make it easier to catch Pokemon of higher levels as well. Please do come show me your Pokemon Dexes once you start to fill up. Another day, another enjoyable class. Oh yeah, don't forget our next class will be a test. Perfect, the test should be easy to get through, hopefully, if I remember everything. Yes, we want young Jock over here. Oh, there it is. I almost skipped off it and went on something else. Let me grab a drink of water real quick. Alright. Hello everyone, today is our midterm exam. It sure feels good to fill in all those empty spaces on the answer sheet, doesn't it? Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. What button would you use to let a Pokemon out of its ball so it can walk with you? Fuck, what is it? What's this button? It's just R. R button. Combine one letter and one number below to correctly say when and where eggs are found. During picking in your basket, I guess, right? I don't know what that meant. Which of falling eggs is an effective way to warm up eggs? Because it was during a picnic, but also in your basket. Which of the following is an effective way to warm up eggs? Walking around. What will not make Pokemon easier to catch? Giving them a berry, surprising them from behind, inflicting them with poison, using certain kinds of Pokeballs. Giving them a berry. What will make it easier to catch Pokemon with higher levels? Gym badges. This question will reflect your grade. How do you like your Pokedex? Is it easy to use? I'd be happy to hear honest questions. It's easy to use. Alright everyone, time's up. I hope you all enjoyed tackling those questions. That last question was something that I'm personally curious to know. Don't tell your director about it, okay? I'll grade these right away. I hope you're all looking forward to seeing how you did. I wish, bro. Teachers take like 18 weeks to grade a fucking assignment. And then they'd be like, damn, I lost it. 0. Feels great to get the test out of the way. Let's see your results. 4 out of 5. Okay, passing. Passing is good. So I get small candies. Damn, we're actually taking up like all the 30 minutes. You like biology with Mr. Jock? Yes. Class will begin soon, don't be tardy. If we can't, within the 30 minutes, get to, you know, another class, at least we'll just have the 2 classes, because we're doing finals. So we just have to get those next time. Hello, I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. You all did really great on the midterm exam. Thanks for answering my questions at the end too. I'll be sure to keep your responses in mind. Alright, we're now heading into the second half of class. It's time for our knowledge to evolve and grow just like our Pokemon evolution. Yup, haha, evolution. Today we're going to learn about the fascinating phenomenon of Pokemon evolution. As your Pokemon battle and level up, they learn moves and get stronger. And for some Pokemon, once they've leveled up enough, their appearance changes and their stats increase sometimes by a lot. That's Pokemon evolution. Pokemon become very strong when they evolve, making them trusty partners in battle. But some people prefer to keep their Pokemon as their adorable pre-evolved states. To do this, you just need to remember a certain button when your Pokemon evolution begins. It's B. That's right, everyone press B for best answer. The button you want when you need to stop a Pokemon from evolving is the B button. If you press the button soon after a Pokemon begins to evolve, you can stop it from changing. You can also let the Pokemon hold an Everstone to keep it from evolving. Everyone been knowing this, bro. This is annoying. Some may evolve by holding certain stones, other may learn a specific move, defeat a specific enemy. The way Primeape evolves to Annihilate is especially strange. You see, there's a certain move that... Okay, see, that was the actual interesting part, and now he gets cut off. Because now we know Primeape has an evolution. I guess we'll have to end the class here today. Thank you all for your attention. And it needs a certain move, apparently. What a dumb class that was. They teach you something that everybody's known forever. Even if you're a new Pokemon person, like, I feel like you can find that really quickly. But then, something actually fucking cool, a Primeape evolution. Oh yeah, I need to move. Oh, my bad. Got cut off. That's so dumb. Actually made me actually mad. How would you do that? Okay, let's see what we got here. Hello, I hope everyone's going to learn some new things today. Before we can do that, do you all remember the final question of the midterm exam? Yes, the Pokedex thing. Clovel found out about it somehow and I got yelled at. Whoops. Apparently he could tell I was hiding something just by looking at me. Must have known that the color flushed right out of my face. Speaking of color, I'd like to teach you about colors that pertain to Pokemon. Some Pokemon have slightly different colorations or patterns on their bodies based on the gender or individual deviances. In very rare cases, a Pokemon may have wildly different coloration compared to others of the same species. We call these Pokemon shiny. Ooh! Probably rare to cross paths with one. Does anyone know what the likelihood of crossing with a shiny? 1 in 4,000? Wow, that's right. You may have the markings of Pokemon Professor Cookie. Shiny Pokemon appear in 1 in 4,000. Isn't that amazing? The probability of encountering one in the wild is the same as hatching one from the egg, too. Eggs from a pair of Pokemon raised from different languages are a special case. My bad, I really had to blow my nose. There's a higher than average chance that a shiny Pokemon will hatch from these eggs. But we haven't been able to figure out why that is just yet. It's because of Masuda. I've also heard rumors of a charm that increases your likelihood of finding shiny Pokemon when you have it in your bag. Can you believe that? That claim can't be scientifically verified, but it sure would be fun if it were true. Whoops, that's the bell. Okay, so we learned about the shiny bell and the rates of a shiny. Wow. Wow. Okay, we are at 30 minutes, but I think I'm gonna cut into our like teacher time just to finish Jock. I want Jock out of the way. That'll probably take us another 5 minutes to finish Mr. Jock, so we'll only get 5 minutes of teacher time. So I'm probably gonna do Miriam, since that's the only place you can talk to her. Alright, tell her hello. I hope everyone's ready to learn some new things today. Next time we meet, we'll have our final exam. Oh, okay, cool. Which means today's actually our last class. And the topic for this class will be Pokemon forms. You can think of forms as shapes or appearances that Pokemon have. There's also a phenomenon called form change, where a Pokemon's appearance changes under certain conditions. Cyclizar, for example, which we regularly ride on as transportation here at Paldea, has 3 forms. Really? First is its basic form, where it walks on 4 legs. Second is its battle form, where it stands on its hind legs to engage in battle. And finally, ride form, where it inflates its throat sac and tail so we can ride on its back. Oh! Though we can use something you're all carrying with you now, an even better example. Yep, I'm talking about your phones. Some smartphones are inhabited by a certain Pokemon, Rotom. You're a regular expert of Pokemon and technology, aren't you, Cookies? The Pokemon inside your smartphone is Rotom, and all sorts of things to help you out. A Rotom inside a Rotom phone is special, so it doesn't try to enter any other electronics. An ordinary Rotom, however, can change form by entering washing machines, microwaves, ovens, and even electronic appliances. Those are all Pokemon cards, and I own 2 of them. Rotom is a bit of an exception, though. Many Pokemon that change their form do so by simply holding an item or having one on hand. Or Koryo, for example, has 4 different forms they can change between when given certain nectars. Pokemon may even change type or learn different moves when they change form. Form changes are different from evolutions in that Pokemon can return to its original form, and unlike shiny Pokemon, which can't change their special coloration, the same individual Pokemon can go back and forth between its forms. There's a lot to dig into in form change phenomena, as you can see. He didn't even touch on regionals. We all learned something from Pokemon here, don't you think? Bit of a stretch, but I'm happy to see you all enjoying your time at the Academy to the fullest and change form into a new version of yourself. Or something like that, anyways. Oh, I almost forgot. Regional form. Oh, there we go. Regional forms, which vary based on region a Pokemon came from, don't change like other forms. They're innate. Whoops, there's the bell. I guess I will scatterbrain Mr. Jock right up to the very end, huh? I had a great time teaching all of you. I hope you do your very best in the final exam. Yes, sir. Now let's take that, and then all we're gonna have is language and art the next time, and then it could be all exploring with the teachers after that. Class will begin soon, don't be starting. So we can get a lot of teacher progress after those 2. It's probably going to take us like 20 minutes to get to those 2 classes. So we can do 20 minutes of classes and then 20 minutes of teachers. We'll cover everything I've taught you so far, but I'm sure you'll be able to do just fine. Take your time and contemplate each question carefully. How many of the following 4 methods makes it easier to catch a Pokemon? Inflicting paralysis, fitting it, surprising it from behind, using a Poketoy. I don't know what a Poketoy is. I'm just gonna say 2. True or false, you can get a new Pokemon only by catching them yourself or trading with other trainers. That's false. Like, in the game sense, that's false. Because you can get mystery gifts. I'm gonna label it as true because I think they want you to do true, but it's false. If a Pokemon is holding an Everstone, it will, using an item that includes evolution, such as a Firestone, cause it to evolve. No. What is the probability of running into a shiny Pokemon in 4K? True or false? The Pokemon known as Oricorio has 3 forms. False, that's 4. Question won't affect your grade. Do you have anything you would like to say about my class? I'm still getting used to this teaching thing, but I'm sure I had fun as your teacher. It's fun, sure. Okay, time's up. I think I might have gotten a 3 there. I stuck in a little bonus question there right at the end again. Shh, our little secret, don't tell the director. I think I high-key failed. I think I got a 3. Hopefully I got at least a 4, but I think I got a 3. Feels great to get a test out of the way. Let's look at the results. 4 out of 5. Okay, we did it. We passed. That's all I needed. Got the medium candies, and we're all good. Now we just have 2 classes left, and we'll go to Miriam right away. Oh my god, there's no Miriam. I was not ready for this. I guess Dendra, because we've done Dendra before. Plus, she's probably like my second favorite. Oh, and she's with Miriam. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think that's why Miriam is indisposed, because Dendra is further along. No way, no way, no way. Come on, Miriam, just try it. Miss Dendra? Oh, great timing, new kid. Nurse Miriam here won't try the sandwich I made. Well, duh, I don't want to get my stomach ache. You won't, probably. I still remember that sandwich you made me, that meat filling and meat for bread. Oh no. That really messed me up bad. I hadn't trained in the art of sandwich making yet back then. I was young and thoughtless, and... Young and thoughtless? It was last month. So, as you can see, I'm not getting anywhere trying to persuade her. Even after I went through all the intensive sandwich making training, it kind of makes me sad. She went through intensive sandwich making training? This does not give women a good look. Going through intensive sandwich making training. She really worked hard at it. I guess I have no choice if you got one of the cute little students on your side, so fine, I'll try your sandwich and see it. Yes, I need you to come around, here it is. Munch, munch, munch. It's a little strongly flavored, but I guess not bad. She's hyped. Ooh, my training paid off. I'm so glad my sandwich pleases the great nurse Miriam. I look up to you, you know. You feel trusted by Miss Dendra. Thank you for trying it, and thanks to you too, new kid. Hey. And she's run off again. That was weird. But that's just how Miss Dendra is, I guess. She's always coming in the nurse's office with some injury or another, too. There you go, that wasn't too bad. Still got 3 minutes. Let's do Miriam, because that's the plan. It always is the plan. She's a whole waifu, bro. Okay, now I gotta find her. That's the issue. Well, there's the history teacher. Where is... There she is, Miriam. Oh, hey, Cookies. Sorry, were you looking for me? I've been away in the nurse's office... Well, I've been away from the nurse's office recently. Did you need something from me? Yes. I don't know what I need. Are your Pokemon hurt? Just a sec. It's like when you make an excuse just to go to the nurse's office. Here you go, a little first aid. Unless you're really having an adventure out there, judging from the scrapes and cuts, I think. Huh? Oh yeah, I guess it's pretty unusual for me to out of the nurse's office like this. Huh. Well, I'm actually doing a little bit of studying. Alright, she's trying to pass an exam. Thought I'd try my best at the health teacher certification exam one more time. Wow. Just so you know, it's totally not because I'm inspired by a certain somebody working hard at the treasure hunt, okay? Tsundere. Well, maybe I'm just a little bit. So, you know, thanks, yeah. Uh-oh, my break time's almost over. I know you'll be cheering me on, Cookies. You feel trusted by Nurse Miriam. Yes, sir. Alright, we'll do one more interaction. And then that'll be it for today on the school aspect of things. And we got Dendra. Yep, Dendra. Okay, we're gonna do Dendra. Where is she? It's hard, like a second ago. There it is. Dendra content. There we go. It's like a student store. It looks cool. Oh, soon, new kid. You're here to do a little shopping. Yep, I'm here to shop. The school store's a nice place. We've got everything you need right here. I'm ready to check out the sandwiches they got for sale. The school store sandwiches taste great and have excellent nutritional balance too. What happened to your intensive training? I'm just not used to it yet. All that training kind of wore me out. I achieved my goal anyway, so I'm going to take a bit of a break from sandwich making for a bit. Oh right, didn't I tell you what my goal was? I wanted to pay Miriam back for everything she does for me. It was my way of saying thanks. She's so nice and so skilled at what she does, I really look up to her. I wanted to try sandwich making so I could be skilled at doing something for other people too, like she is, but I guess I just wasn't cut out for it. What am I cut out for, though, is being full of energy, so I decided to focus on that instead. Like I said in class, I think people and Pokemon should make their strong points stronger. You really helped me out here, new kid. Take this as a way of saying thanks. 10 bottles of protein. Ooh! A nutritious drink for Pokemon increases the base points for a Pokemon's attack stat. Alright then, what should I go with today for my protein in? You formed a close bond with Miss Dendra. There we go. What's in the store? Oh, some Fidos. They're like kissing or something. I'd like to buy some drinks, some potions, some Pokeballs. That's pretty much it. Alright, nice. So let's go back to the entrance hall, and that's it for now. So next time it'll be 20 minutes, hopefully getting rid of those 2 classes I have left. If not, going as far as I can. And then the rest of them will be building relationships with all the staff. Oh my god, I needed to sneeze so bad. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me blow my nose. I'll be right back.